Episode 2 of Float Talk. Welcome in down the third baseline at Thomas More Stadium. I'm your host, Jesse Cook, and today's guest is Reed Smith, one of the y'all's aces on the mound. Hey, you're coming off a pretty good start. The second half has been really good. Only allowed a couple runs. How are you feeling?
Yeah, feeling good. Got a lot of confidence in the ballpark right now. It's a good time to be a y'all.
Yeah, you guys are in the playoff hunt. You're about 7 games back, but you're adding some new pieces. But one of the main things that I think is staying constant for a while is your spot in the starting rotation. You've been one of the most consistent players. Is there any secret to the success?
No, I just, I like to throw strikes. I like to throw guys. So I feel like if you're in the zone, you got a better chance to go deeper in the game. No, nothing too crazy. Just give it the best I got every time I go out there.
I know we talked after Saturday night's game in the post-game interview after you guys had a big win, and you talked about how you attacked the strike zone. Saturday night, 80% of the pitches you threw were in the strike zone. Is that something that you feel is different from other pitchers around the league?
I don't know. I don't check the stats 100%, but I know all through my years of college and so far being here, it's a good thing to throw strikes. The coaches don't always like to throw strikes, I don't think. So it's helped me a lot. Keeping the pitch count down, get to go deep in the games, obviously, if you keep it down. But no, I don't really do much different. I just like to go at the hitter.
So, have you changed anything from your time at Louisiana Tech? You joined the Y'alls in the middle of this season after a successful college year.
Yeah, I'll say the biggest difference is it's one-on-one the whole time. In college, I feel like you're kind of facing the same approach 1 through 9. The coach is kind of instilled what he wants his team to look like. And, here it's every guy that steps in the box has his own approach, his own plan, and, just realizing that it's hitter to hitter, pitch to pitch. It's what's involved.
And you're from Texas. You went to Tyler College for junior college, won a D3 World Series there, pitched in Louisiana for the last couple of years. It's been a hot summer here in Florence. I know some guys like pitching in 100 degrees as opposed to 50 degrees. Is that your approach too?
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate a nice, good weather day, but the heat's, it's not terrible. You can't be cold, it's nice when you're hot and loose. You can't, sometimes you're fighting the weather and you can't get loose on these cold days. But, I take a sunny and 75 over 90 any day. But, no, it hasn't been too bad.
I guess I'll take a light breeze over this.
Yeah.
But we'll get the sweat out of here. It's I think we're going to have a puddle by the end of the game just from the collective sweat. I think it's supposed to get up to 90 today. But that's what July baseball is. It's Float Talk. That's Float Talk episode 2. Reed Smith, Jesse Cook with you. So let's talk about your teammates now. So everyone's going through the same thing. Everyone's going through the ups and downs of the season. Some guys on the chopping block, some guys know it, some guys don't. It's an emotional toll during the season. What goes through your mind when you see other guys leave the team and new faces come on?
I hate to see guys leave. It's kind of a hard thing about being here in this sport. It's like you're going to meet great guys that just it's not falling right for them on the field, and they're going to lose their job. And it definitely sucks to see people leave. But sometimes that's what you need. When you get a new guy in, they're hungry and they're ready to make a name for themselves and earn a spot. So it's definitely nice, get some new blood in and get some new hunger. Yeah, you hate to see some of those guys get huge help.
And then moving to the guys who get to the team. How about your guy, Dalton Davis?
Yeah. Tyler
College teammate,
Yeah.
Louisiana Tech teammate. He's had a full week of pro baseball now. Have you noticed any changes in his personality or in his game?
No, not really. Same old Dalton. He's serious when he needs to be, but not too serious. He's having fun for sure. And I've seen him hit a few leadoff home runs in our days, so it's good to have him here, though. I got a lot of confidence in him.
He can hit the ball a mile. Did you ever play against him?
I faced him a few times throughout college. And at Tyler Junior College, we played against each other in the Black and World Series. I don't really remember what he did at TJC as much as I do at at La Tech. I know my first AB against him, I threw him a heater down and in, and he hit a home run. So it started off there, and I was like, come on, dude, you can't help me out a little bit? We're both trying to look good out here. But no, he's a really good hitter, and we've made a lot of good hitters together. So I've definitely got him a few times too, to put that on the record.
And did Chad tell you that he was picking up Dalton Davis, or was that a nice surprise?
No, I had been in communication with him, and we were trying to get him here. It worked out good, yeah. So we knew we had a chance of coming here. I was happy to see him.
Did you suggest signing Dalton?
No.
Or was that something that Chad just came to you with?
So, believe it or not, Dalton kind of actually got me here. They reached out to Louisiana Tech and hey, we're interested in Dalton Davis. If the draft doesn't work out, or if he wants to come play before the draft or after, he's got a spot. And, he was kind of dealing with his own journey at that time and figuring out what he wanted to do. And thankfully, my coaches were like, hey, we got Reed Smith here. He played well for us all year, and he's looking for a place to play. If y'all are interested, they called me on a Sunday, and I started on Wednesday. Here we are, being Didi Metcalf.
Was it just an immediate yes, or were there a few things to work out?
No, when they called me, it was immediate yes. I just wanted to come play somewhere. I didn't know, what I was getting into or any of that. I'm super blessed. It's been great since I've been here. So, glad I said yes.
We're glad you said yes, too. You're one of the young's best pitchers right now. How did that thought process come about, where you're looking at the draft, you're looking at those training facilities, and you think, no, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go play a few extra weeks of baseball. I'm not taking the rest of it.
Yeah, I just felt like, I had an opportunity presented in front of me, and I felt healthy, and like I had more to prove on this season. The way I see it is it's been a big, long season for me. I've really been throwing since December. I feel like I hadn't done enough, so here I am trying to prove a point up to y'all, get as many wins as we can.
And we chatted with Stephen Prustich after one of the first games in the second half of the season. And you, Stephen, were two guys who we were watching those draft boards and thinking, these organizations are making a mistake by not picking you up. How did that change your attitude going into the second half of the season?
I try not to think about it too much. I didn't know if I would have a chance to go or not. I like to be optimistic. I wasn't just blindsided by it for sure by any means. Definitely, I got a point to prove. I believe me and there's a few guys on our team that can play at the next level. It's just kind of like, are you going to let it bring you down, or are you going to keep working harder and get it done? So, no, it hasn't really changed much. Just keep pitching the ball and control what you can control. See how it goes.
And how did you spend that week where you're thinking about the draft, you're thinking about signings, you just try to take your mind off it?
Yeah, so I went home for the All-Star break, and I got to go see all my grandparents and some family and go around the house and see all my animals and see my brother. Yeah, of course, you got your phone on the ringer and you're wanting it to ring, but I didn't get too caught up in it because I can't control it. They're going to call me, they're going to call me. If I did enough, I did enough. And if not, I still got a chance to do more. So.
And how does your family help out? Because we're still a long way from Texas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they... I always know they're watching. I have 6 to 8 people watching every game for sure, and they're first ones every time I get back to my phone. I get text messages, and they're always supporting me. They're looking to come up here, but yeah, it makes it better when I have a good support system back home. All my buddies are sending me texts, Snapchats. Yeah, I'm a long way from home. I do miss my family, my friends, and got work to do.
Mention animals. What type of pets? Farm hands?
Yeah, we have 5 dogs at the house. We got a horse named Bandit, a couple donkeys, and a little miniature Highland cattle.
So this farm or ranch, or is this just one house?
It's just my parents' house with we got like a little fenced-in area, and my parents have to keep it fun around the house, so we can take care of it and we enjoy it.
did you get all these animals on purpose, or was it like, okay, here's a rescue, they need a home, we need to foster this one, it just piled up, or was this, I want 5 dogs, I want a horse, I want a cow?
The dogs came first for sure. We've always had dogs growing up. I love animals, but yeah, my dad just recently got a horse a couple years back for my brother's wife. Actually, my sister-in-law got a horse for Christmas, so he was fired up for that. And yeah, I mean, for some reason, my mom wanted some miniature donkeys in the house, so they got them. I don't know. I wasn't in on the whole bond that I enjoy.
I guess it worked out if everybody's happy with it.
Yeah.
And let's just take it back to this season. So you're one of the first guys to join the team straight out of college. You're still one of the younger players on the team, but do you feel like you have some sort of seniority role, having been here a few extra weeks?
You know, I won't want to say like a seniority role. I definitely would say I feel comfortable. I'm able to come here and be myself, and you know, I feel guys respect me. You know, I try not to think too much into that. You know, we're all here doing the same thing. Everybody wants to be as good as they can, and there's guys that definitely can help me on this team, and there's guys I can definitely help. And we all work together. You know, there are definitely guys that are here that have been here, and they always will have our respect. You know, but for the most part, it's pretty even. I really like that.
Who have you been looking to for guidance during the season, apart from the coaching staff? Are there any teammates that have really stepped up in a leadership role?
Yeah, it's fun to, you know, I pick a few of the guys' brains. You know, Edgar Martinez, he's been affiliated on. He's been through a lot. He's played a lot of baseball. I think you can't hurt yourself by picking those guys' brains and getting their thoughts on you know, a certain pitch or how you're feeling or how to attack a guy. But yeah, there's a lot of talent on this team, and a lot of guys that have been much farther than I have, and have been places I hope to go. I'm definitely picking up right now, trying to get better for sure. I'd say Edgar Martinez sticks out, and then I talked to Lou Ramos a lot too. They both are goofy, and I like to, you know, I'm trying to work on my Spanish a little bit. So it's good. Get a different perspective.
Muy bueno.
Yeah.
I think during episode 1, I was talking with Zane Richardson, and Yanniker was running his laps around the ballpark. Is there anything that Yanniker and Edgar have taught you in particular that's really stuck out?
Yeah, Yanniker for sure. I've noticed, you know, good game, bad game. That guy's coming to the ballpark. He's going to be the same guy in good mood. You know, you take it as it comes, and if he had a bad outing and he toes the rubber the next game, you wouldn't know he had a bad outing previous. If he had a great outing, you wouldn't know. You know, he doesn't ride the lows or the highs, and I respect that a lot. So,
I think talking about your teammates in such a highlight is a great way to end Flow Talk episode 2. Also, the Nats are starting to pick at us, so I think we better get out of the sun. That's Flow Talk. That's Reed Smith. Thanks so much for watching.
Thanks for having me.